This Memorial Day weekend, we honor the fallen at America's Home for Racing.
The 66th running of the Coca-Cola 600.
Hello and welcome into the WHKY News for Friday, April 11th. I'm Ralph Mangum. Watch the WHKY News on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 on channel 14.2 or online anytime at WHKY.com and on our YouTube channel. In today's top stories, a Morganton man will serve life in prison without parole after he was found guilty of second-degree murder and murder of an unborn child. Rob Eastwood has the story.
The guilty verdicts came at the end of a nearly two-week trial in Burke County Superior Court. The trial concluded Thursday. 32-year-old Dylan James Rogers was handed the sentence of life without parole for the murders of 41-year-old Brandi Deal and her unborn child. The deaths occurred on February 10th of 2023. Rogers was arrested along with 52-year-old Tammy Duckworth Boone. They were both charged with murder. Boone was still being held at the Burke County Jail as of the time I'm filing this report. First responders arrived at the scene initially in response to a 911 call made by the victim's boyfriend regarding cardiac arrest. However, they found Deal suffering from gunshot wounds. She and the baby later died from their injuries. Investigators from the Burke County Sheriff's Office interviewed multiple people about the shooting deaths and reviewed video surveillance footage from nearby cameras that showed the residence where Deal was shot and killed. So once again, a sentence of life without parole for Dylan James Rogers of Morganton. He was charged in connection to the shooting deaths of Brandi Deal and her unborn child in 2023. You can get more on this case by going to our website, WHKY.com. Reporting for WHKY News, I'm Rob Eastwood.
Thank you, Rob. 46-year-old Cheryl Eichert Dobbs has been arrested by Maiden police and charged with 4 counts of misdemeanor child abuse and 15 counts of misdemeanor assault on a child under 12. On March 31st, Maiden police took a report regarding possible child abuse by a teacher in the 2- and 3-year-old class at the Maiden Rosenwald Preschool Academy. Officers immediately launched an investigation and communicated with the preschool's administrative staff. The preschool immediately removed the suspect from any student contact. Investigators verified the information received in the initial report. On April 1st, Maiden police obtained and executed a search warrant at the preschool. The items searched included a surveillance camera and digital video recorder, employee records, and more. Investigators reviewed hundreds of hours of surveillance footage from classroom cameras and identified 16 victims. Investigators contacted and interviewed parents and guardians of the students who were involved. According to a statement released by the Maiden Police Department, the school's administrative staff and board members cooperated fully throughout the investigation. Dobbs was taken into custody on April 10th and given a $9,500 secured bond. She is not currently listed as an inmate in Catawba County. No court dates are listed. The investigation is ongoing. Survey work for the Three Forks Church Road Water Project in Alexander County has been completed, and design development is currently underway at approximately 50% completion. It is anticipated that design efforts will reach a point for submission to the appropriate permitting agencies by May 7th, and permit reviews and approvals will be ready for bid advertisement late this summer. This is Work Zone Awareness Month. With more, here is WHKY's Arianna Mack.
Drivers entering work zones need to obey posted speed limits, pay attention, and avoid distractions. That's the message state officials are sharing with people in North Carolina as Governor Josh Stein proclaimed April as Work Zone Awareness Month and April 21st through the 25th as Work Zone Awareness Week. The NC Department of Transportation has been named the host of this year's nationwide campaign to promote safety in work zones during National Work Zone Awareness Week. More than 217 people were killed in work zones between 2019 and 2024. A total of 47 deaths occurred in the state last year alone, the proclamation notes. That included 2 workers, 8 pedestrians, and 37 motorists. In North Carolina and across the nation, speed and distracted driving are leading causes in over half of all work zone crashes. Officials also encourage drivers to wear their seatbelt, never drive impaired, and follow posted speed limits. I'm Arianna Mack for WHKY.
Thank you, Arianna. Alexander County has been awarded a Multimodal Planning Grant from the N.C.D.O.T. to develop a comprehensive multimodal network plan. The plan will establish a clear strategy for enhancing transportation for pedestrians, cyclists, and transit users across the county. According to Patrick Creech, Alexander County Senior Planner, the goal is to create a connected system of transportation routes that safely integrates walking paths, bike lanes, public transit, and roads. In addition, the county is currently seeking community members to join a steering committee that will play a critical role in shaping the project. Residents interested in serving on the steering committee should contact Mr. Creech at pcreech@alexandercountync.gov. You'll find more, including a link to more information, posted at WHKY.com. There are 2 meetings next week involving Hickory boards and commissions. At 5:30 p.m. on Monday, April 11th, the Community Relations Council will meet at Hickory Police Headquarters. And at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, April 15th, Hickory City Council will meet in City Council chambers at the Julian G. Whitener Municipal Building. In the crime report, a Morganton man is sentenced to life without parole in a murder case. In local sports, Jason Savage chats with one of the most celebrated athletes in the history of Lenorine sports. And in community focus, Rob reports as the Wilson Creek day use area is temporarily closed. Mid to upper 50s for a high today with some rain in the area this afternoon. Plenty of sunshine for the weekend with a high tomorrow in the low 60s and then around 70 on Sunday. Very warm Monday followed by 2 days in the 60s and then in the 70s after that. No more than a 25% chance of rain at any point next week. The latest forecast is always posted at WHKY.com. I'm Ralph Mangum. This is the WHKY News.